Clash of Clans is on the brink of falling off, so to counter that, you guys have suggested several ideas in order to revive the game, like make walls cost limbs. S tier. Hats on Dogs recommends that Clash of Clans make a Clan Wars game mode for the builder base. This will be a limited time event running after Clan War League, as to not overwhelm the clan while regular wars and raid weekends are happening. And this has two clans face off in a boat race, where obtaining stars pushes the boat farther down the enemy's territory. At the end of the war, there is a final push, and the first boat to reach the finish line wins. I think this is a genius idea, as the builder base is in dire need of updates, especially ones where you can collaborate with your clan. Well deserved S tier. New update idea. Introduce magic powder. What the helly? It says magic powder is a substance that will instantly awaken any helper, allowing them to work non-stop for 24 hours. Bro wants to implement drugs in the game. What's next? Roids for troops? D tier. New Town Hall 30 update leaked. Oh nah. Bro, what even is this? Why are there so many defenses required? I need max heroes to upgrade this? Ain't no way. This town hall is impossible to reach for 90% of the player base. No way, bro. They added the magic horns from Bulu Chongto. I just realized this town hall requires 5 builders to be upgraded. Hey, at least you unlock the warden statue back. And the rare stone of Clash of Clans. Is that Mega Knight? Don Fabian suggests that Supercell adds a fast forward button in Clan Capital attacks. Wait, you guys still play Clan Capital? Nah, all jokes aside, I need them raid medals. How else am I supposed to fill my CC when no one's awake at 3 AM? But yeah, sometimes the Clan Capital attacks can get very repetitive and predictable. If we had a fast forward button or a 2x button for the attack, just like you get in the replays, you'd save a lot more time, especially if you have several accounts. Solid A tier. Russophobic suggests to reset walls on every attack. He states, to add some realism to the game, amidst so much science fiction, I have formally submitted a proposal to reset the level of the walls after each attack. That is, having to upgrade them again, thus creating a more competitive environment in which there would be no rushed villages. D tier. Supercell, please replace the capital gold in the past with Starry Ore, and my life is yours. They don't want your life, just your credit card number. All jokes aside, this is a pretty realistic idea, as Starry Ore and other ore is hard to get your hands on, but I don't know if Supercell can just give that in the past. They'd rather you pay for it. Solid B tier. Introducing the downgrade button, because progress is overrated. Tired of being max Town Hall 17, missed the golden days of your favorite Town Hall? Now you can hit the downgrade button and relive any era you want. Town Hall 11, Town Hall 15, even Town Hall 1 if you're feeling spicy. Walls are too shiny? Smash them back to wood. Scatter shots stressing you out? Trade them for good old expos, because sometimes less is more. Me after clicking that button accidentally. Nah, but seriously, imagine maxing out your whole base from Town Hall 1 to Town Hall 17 just for your younger cousin to go on your phone and spam this button 16 times. This button is low-key just as scary as the remove obstacle for a rare stone or something. D tier. My GOAT Exhausted Furnace makes yet another appearance by redesigning the end screen UI and added hero stats. He included the top icon for the total damage dealt, the second for buildings destroyed, and added a play again button for those who are farming, which is especially useful since we now have auto train. Low-key, this is a very interesting idea, but a bit too cluttered. Maybe move the heroes around or just use the hero icons. Overall though, amazing job. S tier. Exhausted Furnace also asks why they can't just make a banana scenery instead of hiding bananas in every scenery. Hey yo, why does this actually look pretty nice? Low key, I know several people that would unironically buy this scenery, and Exhausted made a skin set to come with the scenery. This is actually jokes, bro, but it might get confusing trying to use those skins in the game, not knowing who is who. C tier. Clash of Clans in 2030. Yo, what the hell is that thing in the middle? Ah yes, the Giga Infer Tez Ken Arch Wiz Bow Scat Fire Sweep Spell Tower. That was a handful. But seriously, if Clash of Clans keeps doing crazy unnecessary merges, then this game might fall off and come to this. C tier. BC Jamble suggests that Clash of Clans add mercenary camps where you can hire unique troops. They would be similar to limited event troops, but put into a barrack version. This is where the Clash team can really show off their creativity. Maybe test a few troops like a Desert Worm Rider, Frost Witch, or even troops from Clash Royale like the Berserker. You would have to hire these mercenaries via contract for a certain amount of resources per few attacks. And to keep things fair, these won't be available for Legends League, Clan War League, or Clan Wars. I think this is generally a good way to introduce new troops and concepts into the game. It could get a little buggy and confusing, but overall, A tier. Many OG players have been collecting decorations since 2012, and with insane rapid release of goofy decorations and building real estate going up as well, the base is starting to look very cluttered. Players have started wrapping decorations around the base, not once, but twice. That's why Professional equals 744 suggests that Clash of Clans should add one more block on the outside to make it so that all the decorations would be off the buildable area and more of a cosmetic. In hindsight, this might be a simple request, but I assume due to the amount of sceneries and by the way they're made, it would be a very tedious and a difficult process to expand everything by one block of unbuildable area. But if we can, solid B tier. Quality of life. Add an option to use Siege Machine without CC Troop inside. Yes, bro, I think this has been suggested for years, but I'm not entirely sure why the dev team never wants to add this. For people with clan members who live in a different time zone, this might be a big feature too. Sometimes I save my CC for a war attack, but want to do some practice attacks first where I don't need the CC. Then I'm forced to request it again, and it's not the end of the world, but if nobody's online, then I can't do my war attack as quickly as I'd like to. Solid S tier. Merge hidden Teslas into the hidden Surge Teslas. The hidden Surge Tesla deals splash damage and applies a 0.5 second stun when it first appears. An interesting concept, but merging defenses are usually for those that take up a lot of space. Teslas don't do so, so personally I wouldn't want them to be merged. C tier. Sabrin21 suggests new spell tower levels 4 and 5, where level 4 will introduce a recall spell which forces enemy troops hit by it to return to their first deployment point, which in my opinion is a little too overpowered. Level 5 introduces the Goblin Curse spell similar to the one from Clash Royale. Every enemy troop that dies from it, like a poison spell, will turn into a Spear Goblin, and there will be up to 10 total. Solid ideas that could be implemented to the game. B tier. Tired of being at max resources during the endgame? This new currency would be a game changer. Collect reskins and rare decorations with Midnight Brew. Damn, this actually looks pretty nice. With additional loot added a few months back and now instant training, it's so easy to max out resources if you play the game consistently. It seems almost pointless to attack when you're always at the max resource count. That's why Jesper Gans suggests a currency such as Midnight Brew to be introduced into the game to give max players more to do, allowing them to invest a couple of 100 million resources into a shiny version, like in Pokemon, of a skin or defense. This is truly a very creative way to spend extra resources, and I think it should be implemented into the game. Well deserved S tier. Well, that's it for this video. If you guys have any more suggestions and ideas, be sure to send them to me on my Discord server. If you want to watch the whole series, the playlist is on your screen. Peace out and take care.